guys? What's up? This is the McAllister's podcast. I'm your host, always, Cole McAllister. Joined today by two very special guests. People have been listening to me rant on solo episodes long enough. Highly anticipated guest episode with Lil Heartbreak Kid, one half of Ellar Boiz, and Tyler, who is what's your rap name?
Well, I'm trying to get back into
it.
Yeah, but my rap name is TL. It's T.ELL. It's just kind of like hyphenated for my first and last name.
Hell yeah. Let me ask you first, like, how do you guys know each other? Like, what's the story in your?
I mean, I've known him since we were in middle school. That's pretty much when we first actually met each other. We didn't really become friends.
I was in 7th grade. He was in 8th grade. Yeah. I saw him outside skateboarding. I thought he was like, I was like, this motherfucker. He looked old as hell, not gonna lie. I ain't trying to clown. He looked way older. Like, he almost looked only like 5-6 years older, younger than he does now. Oh, so no. he looked, not really, but he definitely looked older than what I was like this little ass kid. I mean, I'm still little to him, but I mean, I basically met him through that, and then at Skate West, we used to like skate and shit. I mean, I don't know about that. Like, that
was my first job.
Have you ever skated?
No. Well, I did a little bit of longboarding, but I was not good. Yeah, I wiped out. One too many times. I was like, all right, I'm not doing this anymore.
This is like your 1960s like roller rink you're talking about, playing the bops. You know what I mean?
They bust out the limbo stick.
Limbo stick. The dice game. You know what I mean? Like you get to your number. We're gonna roll the dice. Whatever dice we roll, you're out. So you get to the last few kids, and then it's like whatever number you roll, you know, like, they're the winners.
You know, I was talking to somebody else the other day about like the X Games, how they do like that, like how they have the huge ass like
the mega
ramps and shit. Yeah, I'm not like a sports guy. I don't really watch the game, like whatever. But like that is one event that like every time it comes up on YouTube or something, I'm like, ooh, I'm locked in. I'm gonna watch this shit.
I ain't gonna cap. Back in the day, right when Wells Fargo came through, like they built that. I don't remember, but I was a child. And I remember they brought like,
was it Nitro Circus?
Yeah, I think so. Or like it was skateboarding. They did the super ramp, and
it could have been.
They had a Jeep, and they like hung. They got caught air, and they caught on the Jeep. There was a rail, and they like, you know, they hold their board, hold the rail, and then drop back down in. And I'm like, you know, as a kid, I'm like, this is crazy. But yeah, they came through Des Moines. I can't remember what year, but it was crazy.
I broke my ankles way too many times to continue.
I love skating. I love skating.
How many?
I broke both ankles twice.
Oh,
I think I was with them once.
You were with me for twice. Like,
both times.
So I don't know if I've ever actually heard of anybody break their ankle. Maybe I'm just naive, but like what was the recovery like on that?
Oh, dude, it was terrible. I mean, like, they were just like hairline fractures, so I didn't have to get like any casts or anything like that. I was in like a you know, those like boot things or whatever, and I was just on crutches for.
But he would always try, and like we'd be out playing basketball or something, he couldn't help but play anyways. And I mean, he wouldn't even be able to play. You'd see him like he tried to. But yeah, next thing you know, he get hurt again. Yeah. Like while he's healing, I'm like, this kid's crazy.
Yeah, this cat is loving you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen him get that.
He probably smells my cats. He's tweaking.
Are you guys Satanists? Is that why Lucifer is? So why Lucifer is here?
Yeah. Got another special guest.
Oh, yeah. You know, that is the one thing about this, like these goddamn cats. You know, cats rule the world, man. They really fucking do. That is the one thing I like about dogs more than cats is you can kind of fucking, you know, like, hey, you know,
get your ass down.
You yell at them, they actually listen, you know.
Get down right now.
I can tell my cat 10 times to get down. He'll still hop up in that motherfucker. I'm like, God damn.
Oh yeah, that's just my cats are the same way.
They're royal.
Yeah, sometimes I think about just like,
what's up, dude?
Like when one cat was little, the kitty was little. It's like still a kitty. I would just like, if he was being bad, I would just like take him and just like put him under the water faucet.
Just punish him real quick.
Basically instead of like physically hitting the cat, that's my way to be like.
That's the alternative. It's funny.
Yeah, people say I'm black with how I treat my dog. I'm the guy though, like fucking. Dude, I'll throw the book at him.
The best way to get a cat to stop doing something, bro. You ever seen those like water flosser things that people use on their teeth?
Oh yeah,
dude, those things got some torque, and I'll
never even thought of that.
Dude, I'll shoot those at my cats, dude. Oh man.
We have a little squirt bottle because one of the cats, they like to fucking just sit outside the door and meow like in the early morning. We're like, damn it. He's gotten a little better, but
I just got 2 dogs. I got my girl's got a Frenchie, and I got like a pit Weimaraner mix. And don't tell me why they are best friends, but they are. I mean, from day one they met each other, and it was our 1 year like on Sunday.
Okay.
And so they've been around each other for 1 year, and like nowadays, like we're together and we're in a little small apartment. We just on Waukee, it's like a studio, and like my dog's got no kennel and she's got a kennel, and like how I punish my dog, it goes to the closet and I just put the laundry baskets in front of the closet
like a baby gate.
Yeah,
like a baby gate.
Where the washer and dryer is, like stay there.
Not letting the dog be gay anymore, huh? You're like, hey, get back in that fucking closet.
Yeah. Get out of here.
It's like we're gonna hide it a while, all right?
You're not ready. You're not ready. Now, I mean, it's we have the 2 cats and the 2 dogs, and it's surprising how easily animals get along. Oh yeah, it really is. Anyways, enough about the fucking animals. Let's get into like what one half of Cellar Boys.
Yes,
I was actually listening to some of your music today, and I was fucking jamming to it. Work like,
Heck yeah.
You definitely have a vibe, and I'd encourage everybody to check it out. But what like got you started with that? Like, what was that?
The
journey?
Cellar Boys thing that kind of started back in 2022. Me and my partner, Trent Hammond. He is Scooty Woop. Sorry, Scooty Woop. Captain Scooty the Woopster.
Great name, by the way.
Yeah, no, I mean, he is he's got, I honestly, to be real, I was like, man, where you get this name, man? Like, I want to see, like, what you got going on here? And next thing you know, like, I mean, it was just popping. I'm like, you obviously know something I don't. So, I mean, I'll just keep quiet.
Do you remember what the origin was of that name? Like, do you know specifically?
No,
or, okay.
he literally just one day, like, I'm gonna be called Scooty Woop, Scooty. It's originally was just Scooty Woop, and then we looked it up, like funnily, like as of after he already made everything, and I looked up Scooty Woop, and there's like this song, like I don't know, on YouTube, and it's just fucking hilarious. It's just all he's saying is Scooty Woop. It's like whoop whoop, like it's saying a whole bunch.
Is that the I think that was a Kanye track, wasn't it?
It could have been.
Like it was Scoop de Whoop Whoop. Yeah. I think it was that one.
Oh, I remember. He literally made a whole song saying just like
Skibbity,
That's that.
Skibbity Whoop.
The origin of that is.
Yeah, wasn't that a Drake troll?
Yeah, it was supposed to be Drake's beat. It was gonna be Drake's beat, but then Kanye was like, "Fuck you, dude. I'm gonna just fucking troll over this beat because you want it so bad."
That's
and what was so funny about it is like the first 2/3 of the track is just the beat, and then the last third of it's just like Scoop de Whoop Whoop de Whoop Scoop. You're like, what the fuck, dude? What are you doing, Kanye?
Dude's in another dimension, I swear.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, when it comes to like Israel, ahead of the curve.
That is true.
But like what so you guys met, like what was like your journey after that?
We met through my family. I worked for a fence company that was like and it was called Absolute Fencing, and we like met there. He became a welder and I was just a fence installer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mixing concrete
on the
and
job,
shit, posting holes. But we out of nowhere just were together and just freestyling, and we're like, let's make a fucking rap group. We at first started just making we made 3 songs, and it was Low that brought us about, that technically put us together, and we were like, we gotta figure out a rap group name, and we made this Cellar Boys.
Nice.
Right before he put us on a show, our first show together, it was the first anniversary of the hip hop showcase.
The hip hop showcase, yeah. Yeah, that probably would have been one of his last shows. That he, like, because I think he only did. Am I right, Austin? He only did it for like a year and a half.
Yeah, I think that's about how long it lasted.
Yeah.
Probably maybe a little bit more.
I think
that.
there was one more, but
Yeah.
he was like, "We don't want you on that one." He actually, after we did that, he gave us a whole nother opportunity, and this is another shout out. I ain't trying to ride it, but shout out to Lolo again for giving us another opportunity right after that, like being brand new, letting us do a song on his set at the Kasky Doobie show.
Oh, hell yeah.
He allowed us to do one of our own songs on his set.
That was a dope show.
Really cool.
That was a dope show. That was awesome.
Yeah, I don't really get out to shows a lot, but I did hear that one was pretty epic. Yeah, the Kasky one. His fucking tattoos and everything.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I follow him on Facebook, and I I think some guy like got arrested that like had
Looks
his same.
just like him. I saw it. I'm like, what?
That was so. See if you can find that actually, Austin.
That's crazy.
Just go to
Like
you can even just go to my Facebook.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
Or whatever. Yeah, but to have that, like, how much do you think that would cost?
Oh God.
It's on your Facebook.
Well, I mean, you could probably just go to Kasky's Facebook. You might have to dive.
Yeah, I think he shared it, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he shared it on Facebook. You might have to scroll back a little bit, but
Am I spelling it right?
Yeah.
Oh, right there. Yep.
There he is. Yeah, that guy right there.
That
third
picture on the right.
oh, yep, yeah, just in the photos right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Tyler L. Yates.
Why does he have to have my name, dude?
Tyler L.
Fuck.
You don't see many Tylers that look like that.
No, I've never met a Tyler that looks like that.
When you see a Tyler, you usually expect like they work in construction or like they're like a they don't look like that.
The comment section. Oh man.
Oh, what's
Always wonder what a Timu Kasky would look like.
That's fucking great. A Timu Kasky.
That's funny.
Yeah, that'd be an interview.
When mom says we have Kasky at home.
Yikes.
Oh man.
Yeah, but Lolo's the shit, man. He's a really he's a really kind and open individual. I feel like he's always
He's
willing
real.
to, yeah, he's real. I feel like he's always willing to give somebody a chance. Like if he vibes with you, he fucking vibes with you. So,
Right.
Yeah, he's good people.
I think I'm yet to meet him still, so
Hell yeah.
I think you've been to a show you have.
maybe. I've been to so many shows.
Maybe
in the past few
maybe you
years.
haven't, but I think of all the shows you were definitely there at the beginning ones.
And the Kasky show is just the tip of the iceberg for the things you've done, bro. You've done a lot more than just that.
Yeah, I wish I brought my notepad because I forgot to write down a lot of people. Like, I got a lot of artists that I've like performed for that I was like, man, I gotta write this down.
If like you were to guess, like how many would you say
Oh, dude.
you've done since then?
In the last 2 years, I'd
Different artists,
Oh yeah. I mean,
15
different arts and performances
15
or
to
whatever.
20.
15 to 20.
say,
Yeah.
15 to 20 different. I mean, and I'd say probably half of those are pretty big artists. Like, I mean, he opened for Ritz. And
Wow.
Afro Man.
Yeah, King ISO.
Kasky, Doobie, and then we did. I did Chris Webby,
Chris Webby. Yeah, there's
Echo,
Shaggy Two Dope,
Shaggy Two Dope,
Odd Squad.
Odd Squad. We did Cam K, Cottonmouth Kings,
Yep.
Rehab.
Yeah, Rehab. That was awesome. That was Captain Scooty Woop's like favorite group ever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
King ISO,
Yeah, I've heard King ISO.
Tabo the Truth.
He's come through a couple.
Honestly,
Yep.
I'm gonna have to say this real quick. Tabo the Truth needs a quick shout out because he needs a bump. He really, his music's on up. So I've been bumping him a lot, and there's no reason why he ain't pulling a little more numbers. So he's gonna be making a move. There's something.
Hell yeah.
soon.
Hell yeah.
It's a matter of time with that dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the grind, right? It just takes a lot of. I mean, really in anything, but especially something like hip hop or music. That's like there's so many people out there rapping. You know,
Right,
like it takes years and years of dedication to really get to that point.
It's honestly just tough getting your foot in the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his foot in the door, that's for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Sure.
It's just
he's closely linked up
I'm
to Tech
feeling
9.
like it's that next. It's literally he's right on the foot in the door into that next. You know what I mean? Step two, right? Like, I mean, here soon, like King ISO and Tabo, they gonna be doing arenas. You know what I mean? We talking at our age. You know, you see Tech and Tech's like, I feel like Prodigy is King ISO pretty much. I ain't saying that like by no means, like I ain't, but King ISO is doing a lot of work, you know what I mean, under Tech and
they work pretty closely together for sure.
I really feel like, in the next 15, 20 years, that's what he's going to be doing, what Tech 9. And what's crazy is what I went and seen Tech 9 at Woolies 8 years ago or something like that. You know what I mean? It was longer. It was
you took me to that
one. It was Dizzy Wright, Tech 9, Chris Calico, Futuristic, and apologize if I ain't saying no names, but that's what I remember. I ended up losing a tooth just recently because of that show. Like just recently.
A tooth?
Yeah, like
how did that happen?
Some little shorter guy. He was kind of getting angry that I kept getting pushed up against him. Like not even trying to be like that. Like I was behind him in the crowd, and I'm getting shoved up against him, and he like jumped really hard.
Oh God!
Up at my head, under my chin, and his head hit my chin, and it knocked my tooth loose. And until I think end of last year or like middle of last year, I had just a real loose tooth, the bottom tooth, and I just lost it.
Damn! Like how long ago did you lose it?
It was probably middle of last year.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time that it was loose.
Damn. I bet that's an adjustment. That's like
it was
my fiance. That's like one of her ultimate worst fears is like
this
losing
grill.
her teeth.
This grill was made before I lost the tooth, and I've only had this grill for like 10 months.
Have you ever had a dream where it's like in your dream you have like you lose your teeth and it's like you have like this happens to me often, dude. Like I have dreams about like my teeth falling out and I have like a mouth full of loose teeth. It's really yes, dude. Yeah, I don't know what signal they're trying to send me, but I don't fucking like it, dude.
Brush your teeth.
Self-conscious. All I know is ever since I lost it, it's a little. I'm glad I have this grill still. You know what I mean? Like I don't care if I got it's good. I don't care if I have to. Like it's really not that bad at this point, but
yeah,
for a while I was like, oh my God, like I can't. I'm over here talk like dead. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be real.
Yeah, I feel like I would like just play with it all the time. Like my tongue would just go in and out. Yeah,
I'd learn how to whistle through the gap.
Yeah, right. It's probably one of the last moves you have left as someone with no tooth.
Oh yeah.
The whistling through it. Like, hey, I got a trick.
Call me the whistler.
Hey, people don't think I get the ladies, but when I whistle through that tooth hole.
Yeah. It's like tell you what, those panties drop when I whistle through.
I didn't tell you. That's why my girl actually likes me. No,
for your whistle, not for your rapping, just your whistling. Through your teeth.
No, what's crazy is my girl actually is with like her lifelong dream, and she's like proved this to me, was to be with a rapper that looked like Lil Xan, and it really fucked me up. Like when I heard that, because like he's got face tats like me and shit. I'm like, dude, but Lil Xan, like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful and all that.
I guess he turned his life around though.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's respect on him. Yeah, no, that's cool. And he signed for a new label, like only because my girl I know. Something called like 3 Eye something. I don't know, Third Eye something, and it was like, this is trippy.
That sounds interesting.
Lil Xan is a character, I gotta be honest.
Yeah, he went on. I remember I saw him on the Tim Dillon podcast, and that was a trip. That was just because like if you guys familiar with Tim Dillon,
what's he on now?
Yeah, what's it called?
Recordings?
Third Eye Recordings.
Oh, it's a Universal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. I was like, It was like some TMZ shit I saw. I think they like bum rushed him before he got to a restaurant in a meeting to like talk with his new label about, I think, album he's got coming up, I think, or a mixtape or some shit, or like an EP or. But
did you see that Lil Skies was here 2 days ago?
Yeah, actually I did. My girlfriend was told to go by one of our friends, but she didn't want to go.
That is such a Lil Xan picture.
Lil Nar was with him, I think. Oh my god, yeah.
If he had a bandana on, or
what do you guys think about the new rapper coming up, 1900 Rugrat?
Oh jeez.
Oh, I don't even know what that
1900 Rugrat is he's a character.
He's got
as well.
1900 caterpillars growing from his eyebrows.
Yeah, he's got something.
What?
No, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but he actually does his eyebrows in his music videos. If you watch them, he makes them look thicker than they actually are.
Let me see this motherfucker.
In his music videos?
It's the dude on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 1900 on his neck. Like,
you should hear him.
Oh, on his. I see.
He's got a real tough. How do I say it? Like
what is with the song title? Like, he loves calling himself Cracker.
Accent.
I don't get that.
He loves to call himself Cracker. He's got an accent for sure, and it's a down south accent, but he also dresses like he's from New York.
Yeah, but he's popping off, so I can't hate too much.
No, I'm not hating. That's something I would.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's a Florida rapper. All right.
Every time, man. Every fucking time.
Him and Kodak, man.
Yeah. I've actually recently gotten to Kodak a little bit.
He's all right. I don't mind him too much.
I didn't get it for a long time, but then I was like, okay, I kind of get this.
What about B.O.P.?
B.O.P. Kosher? Yeah, he's all right.
I'm not familiar, dude. I'm like trapped in a time machine, man. Like in the
he's
past.
He's a Jewish rapper.
Yeah, he's got like dreads that come out sideways.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He hides a tech deck in his. He said he always carries a tech deck in his beanie.
Bro, he got a tech deck chain that's like functional. He can take it off, and it's like a diamond tech deck.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
It's freaking weird.
Oh shit. But
that's crazy. I hate to ask, but I have to ask this question. When your group was like, really, Cellar Boys was like really in it.
Yes, sir.
Were you ever faced with criticism that it was like a knockoff of Suicide Boys?
Actually, no.
Really?
Nah, like
I don't think that.
The
but
only time I've ever been questioned about Suicide Boys, swear to God, is when I got these face tats. And it's the SB on my face. I got an S and B, and it's all kind of like drippy.
Yeah.
And sometimes I forget. This one's an SB, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
I get it when you're looking in the mirror. The side gets...
Yeah. And sometimes I really don't even pay attention to them. So, but they're like, today it's fucked up that you say this. I was in a Casey's and this person asked me, he was like, "What does that stand for?" And I asked him the same question, and I'm literally asking myself again. I'm like, which one are you? Because I'm like, if anything, it's going to be the spy one that they're kind of asking about, not the SB. But there was the SB, and there was like, I thought it was the Suicide Boys. But like I said, like it's only been since my face tats that they've asked like about the Suicide Boys with the SB.
That's
like,
funny.
Other than that, like I don't think anybody's really asked us because they just really ask like, where'd you get the idea from, and we tell them, you know what I mean.
Where did you get the idea from?
In the work truck. Like one day we were like, we're gonna be Cellar Boys, and it was with Reginald, but then we're like out of nowhere we're gonna change it with a money sign, and we're gonna put a Z at the end, and that's just what happened. I mean, here I'm gonna actually take off my sweatshirt here.
Yeah, go for it.
I got my the newest merch we got. I mean, I still got it. We sold out from the last couple of shows we got, so I have to get more. But
oh, you're good. Like you got the shirt underneath.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, while you're changing, I saw this guy. He did my Walmart. Like I pick up Walmart orders.
Yeah.
And he had like the face tattoo, but it was like an Avengers symbol.
Really?
Yeah.
Talk about a Marvel fan.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I love Marvel. Don't get me wrong. I love Marvel. But I don't know if I get it tatted on my face or nothing like that.
I don't get I don't know.
I don't think I have the face for face tattoos.
Yeah, you do have to have kind of a certain
you do.
face.
You
100%,
yeah,
I don't think I could pull it off.
I honestly don't think I did. I think it was just kind of in the moment. I don't even think I was with Trent. I wasn't with Scooty.
You were with him because he did the stars,
home.
right?
No, he came home.
Oh, yeah, halfway through. And you were already doing it. Yeah.
And then he was like, I want me some.
And he got some stars right here.
Stars up here.
Yeah, I remember that. That was like around.
And this was at my house. And it was crazy because I was in the moment, I was staying at my parents. And we were on the south side. And this girl came over and my dad was home. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna have her slide by and do these on my face. He's like, okay, you know, your mom might be at home.
Yeah, I was about to say your mom had a different reaction.
Yeah, it was not good. Not good.
I think I would get disowned on the spot. My father, growing up, he said that there was only 2 reasons you could have tattoo: if you're in the Navy, and only then you could get like the hook
anchor,
the anchor on your arm. Yeah. That was it. Or if you were like a part of a native tribe where it was like their religion. I'm like, okay, dude.
My dad always told me, is like, if you're gonna get a tattoo, just make sure it's not a heart tattoo with mom in it.
That's the last fucking tattoo I'm getting.
Yeah,
I'll tattoo that on someone else. What's
crazy is all my tattoos. Like, I feel like more house tattoos than I do at shop tattoos.
Really?
Yeah. Like all.
Does that sketch you out at all? Like,
I mean, now looking at it, yeah.
In hindsight,
before,
yeah. Look. Oh yeah, that's some house tattoos.
These
actually right there is
all house
faded.
tattoos. These, and then this is a shop. That's a shop. That's a shop. That's a house.
That's actually a pretty good
That's
house.
a shop. That's a house.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then this one's a house.
The ones on your neck is a house
and
too.
Then okay, this one's fucked up. This is at a shop, but if you look at the sizes, like how long his arms are supposed to be, how long his legs are supposed to be, the dimensions of a human. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it does not look right. It almost looks like he got boobs and he got saggy titties.
Oh,
like
the Jesus tattoo. Yeah, the Jesus tattoo. Yeah, hell yeah.
And his legs are about as shorter than his arms.
He's got some titties on him.
You're going to hell for that one, man.
Hey, that's a shop tat. Hey,
Jesus be packing them
that
chest
on Union Station West. Whoever Twiggy is, hey, it's been over probably 10 years, so I can't put that on him. I'm sorry. But he probably a good artist now. Oh, yeah, but I guess he was a brand new artist at the time.
Is there like a pain difference when you're doing it at home versus? Like,
oh yeah, and then these are
at home too.
These are home and these are home.
Yeah, no, well, it's like I have a couple at home tattoos too, and I feel like it just really depends on how heavy-handed people are. You know what I mean? It's
sure.
Just like, I've gone to shops, like my hand tattoo. That dude like had a freaking brick.
I don't
for
know
a
if
hand.
I want to talk about mine.
Yeah,
I got somebody that was falling out.
Oh,
doing a couple of mine, yeah,
dude.
Made a couple squiggly lines that should have been straight.
Like the one that you were like, that ain't bad. That he was falling out. Like if you really look at some of these, like boom, and then it goes in out under here, and then like this one, he was kind of falling out. Like how thick he went.
Yeah,
some of it, like
damn.
You almost gotta like stop him. Like,
I'd be like, okay, man, let's come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Finish this later.
As soon as his eyes get low, I'm like, I'm not doing this, dude.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's just shitty because at the time I was like living there, and I'm like, hey, I was like, you good, bro? And then you'd be like, yeah, I'm good. All right, give me a minute, and they're like, all right, cool. And then they get to a point where it's just like I can move away, and I'm just like, you know, her man wake him up and it's like, yeah, you can get back to it. You know, it's over for now.
Yeah, so that has a whole other dynamic to it where you're like, I don't want to piss off my roommate.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like.
Even though he's permanently putting this in my body, I don't want to.
It's like I might.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the time period too. I was pretty, you know, drinking.
Oh sure,
quite off.
Oh yeah.
If it gets to that point, I'd be like, I might have to piss this guy off.
No, I feel you. It got to a point where I just let him finish him, and I just never paid him. How about that? Like, finish his job and hey,
give him what he deserves.
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
right. I mean, you would at least hope that like, hey, I'm not gonna pay you for this. Like, come on.
Yeah, no,
this is practice.
Well, I gave him money for one, and then after that is like he just did line work for most of them. So it's just like, fuck you, you're passing out doing my line work. I'm gonna let you finish this shit and fucking I'm out of here.
You turned into his doodle page.
Yeah, I fucking moved from there. I was out.
Be like fucking Lil Wayne. Like,
God.
He has so many pays people.
Lil Wayne's got like little tiny freaking like 170,000 of this size tattoos on his body.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what do you?
Like,
I love Wayne though. Like Wayne was always one of my favorites growing up.
Sure.
Like I love Wayne.
That's how I thought I was gonna get a sleeve, but I've like quickly realized that's not what I want. Like these tiny ass shit, I was like, I'm gonna get them all over the fucking place, and then I'm like, dude, it really ain't gonna look good. My girl gives me shit all the time because she's got like actually like a fucking almost a sleeve and they're like full. I'm like,
it was like professionally done. All
man,
good.
My shit looks like ass.
Yeah.
Like I can't cap.
What tattoo hurt the worst for you? Was it the face ones or the?
No,
probably the neck, right?
It like my neck. I don't think it was the worst. I think my worst one was this one. Honestly, the shoulder one, because I felt it through my whole fucking like my whole shoulder. Like I felt it in my bones and shit.
Oh.
My neck ones, I was just dehydrated as fuck. So when they were doing them, I like started getting dizzy. And I was like feeling like I was about to pass out and shit. And I stood up and I'm like, dude, like, shit, I might need some water. And as soon as I got some water, I'm like, I felt great. I'm like, get back to it. And they finished them just fine. It wasn't bad. I just felt like at that point, that was the worst ones ever because I was like, I felt like I was about to die. Like, damn. But as soon as I got water, I felt great. I've had that happen a few times in my life. Like, the reason my eyebrow is really fucked up, like, one of them, I don't know if you see one of them I got split open in a mosh pit.
Oh,
not that long ago. But circle right there, it was from like this past winter. I got out of my work truck from doing snow, and I'm like, I told my boss, I'm like, man, I'm feeling hot, and I'm about to get sick. I got out, and I'm just fucking took one step, and bam, fell straight on the fucking ground, like,
oh wow,
like blacked the fuck out.
Damn.
And he gave me a chicken sandwich and a water, and I was like, I'm straight. Like, we're good. Let's go shoveling.
Get back to work.
Yeah, we back at it.
You and I are two different people. I would have been like, okay, I'm going to take this chance to chill at home the rest of the day.
For a little bit.
No, I would have done the same.
Were you really?
Yeah.
What was that
National
like?
Guard. National Guard, I did 6x2, but I got put into reserves because I got glaucoma. But I did my time. I did basic training. I went to Fort Benning, Georgia. I was there for like 3 months, 4 months, something like that. But it was a good time. I fucking got to shoot everything. Like, we got to shoot the AR-15. I got to shoot
the turret.
50 cal.
Yeah, 50 cal
50
turret.
cal turret.
Damn.
I got to throw 2 grenades.
Yeah,
a couple grenades.
That'd be so fun.
I gotta shoot an AT-4 rocket launcher, and what else did I do?
Well, thank the Lord you never had to get deployed.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, there was an offer for me to go to Kuwait, but it wasn't like war or nothing. It was just like
Keep the peace type
on
stuff.
base kind of shit. Like,
sure,
like because at the time they took my after I got put into my unit. And then they found out I had glaucoma. You can't hide it forever.
Yeah. Oh wow. So you tried to hide it from them.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he did.
Damn. So like, did they?
My recruiter, I told my recruiter, but my recruiter told me because I found out that I could get a surgery called tripaculoplasty, and it basically like lasts so long before you have to get more like medical.
Just like wears off
attention,
eventually.
you know, and you go get something done again or get more eye drops. But they pretty much found out because I was having some effects, and then I pretty much also I popped hot one time.
Was that?
And that's when they searched into my medical records.
What does that mean? Popping
hot? You pretty much drop hot for
Like
smoking.
Oh, like you drop for a piss.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Okay. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want. I've heard. I mean,
That's when they start digging.
yeah. Well, I know. Like, I've heard stories about like people getting recruited, and like the guy would be like, "Have you smoked weed ever?" And they're like, "Yes." And they're like, "Okay, try again."
Hey, they're cool. They're cool if you don't really
It's not the
fuck
answer I'm looking
around.
for.
Like, I'm not gonna be like, I don't want to blast it, but my like my supply sergeant, my first time I ever popped hot, gave me different piss.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh, that's dope.
he's like, "Don't let it happen again." And then it happened again. But what's fucked up was like I was there for like almost a year and a half or 2 years, and every month I was dropped. It was supposed to be random. Every
Wasn't so
single
random.
month.
Yeah.
It was me. Like, and I didn't have no face tats, and I looked a lot different. It's what's crazy is like
Oh, yeah,
if
you
you
did.
saw my army picture, bro. I look like a little kid. Like, I mean, I look worse. Like the day. What's crazy is the day that before I went to basic training, I looked like I was 13.
Oh, wow.
And then the day I get out, it looked like, oh man, you're of your age.
Did you go right after high school?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
And so did you get like discharged or did
It
you?
was under honorable oath.
Okay.
So it wasn't like bad.
It was at least an
wasn't-
honorable discharge.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well that's good.
It just wasn't medical, which is fucked up. Like y'all should give me my medical. Give me my medical discharge. I get it because I popped hot. I get it, but at the same time, like you need to find your recruiter too, because that motherfucker got me in here
Yeah. Well,
without y'all knowing.
yeah. I mean the whole like idea of like cannabis being illegal in the first place is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I mean, especially in the army, because like think about the drinking culture.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
army,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like,
Well, it's even what's crazy is
Oh,
like
yeah.
I had sergeants and shit that's been in multiple like deployments and like in tours that they're like, you can do it if you could get deployed, you do it, it's fine. Like just here it's not. Well, you know what I mean? Like it's just a simple rule. You know what I mean? It's it's not even okay there, but it's just it's different. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're like that they did that kind of shit out there, and I'm like, well. That's why I feel like that's why my supply sergeant was spotting me, and I had people pretty lenient about a lot of it. Like,
I mean, to be
it's
honest,
kind of wild, you know what I mean? When it's such a harsh punishment when you're on grounds on soil, but it's like looked at completely different if you were to be like deployed.
Yeah, but to be completely honest, I would have done the same. I mean, when I was 18, you couldn't tell me anything. You know what I mean? It was like I was gonna do what I wanted.
yeah.
So it was like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm 31 now. I'm definitely a lot different, but
You,
No, I mean I wouldn't have been military at all. Like my dad really wanted me to be in the military, and I was always
Never
like,
me,
no,
dude,
fuck
never me.
that.
I honestly, my grandpa was like the hoorah guy. He was in the Vietnam War, and
Oh, wow.
like it was kind of a thing for me. Like, oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But then I like, no way. And my buddy Dylan Courtney, blasting his name out there, he fucking was like, God, he was a senior, and I was was I a sophomore then?
you're like, yeah.
And he
like a
went
sophomore
to the
something.
military, and I ended up like, he was like, man, it was great. Said he got all these phone calls and all this, and he told me his MOS, and I actually did the exact same thing, went to the same place, but my fucking it was living hell. I got fucking like 4 phone calls, 5 minutes long in 4 months. I'm like, this shit is fucking worse than jail. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at least I can get some money from some folks in jail and call people whenever the fuck I want. I mean, put me in jail.
I was in jail when you were there. I was in jail when you were there, so it's not like
he was in jail. We did the same time together, pretty much.
Yeah, I did three months in jail, and he was out there for like 3 months. So it was like we were both gone at the same time.
That's fucking comedy. I forgot about that.
So what's has your like perspective of the military been changed, or like from that experience? Or
I would say it's for the right person. I'm not saying fuck, never go there. It definitely changed me.
Okay.
Like I definitely feel like my life has been a lot better because I went there.
okay,
Like, if I didn't go there, I feel like I would have probably like made a lot of fucked up decisions along this course of what shit it's been since I joined. It's been 12 years.
gave you structure.
Yeah, structure.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Self-discipline.
Yeah, one of our old producers on the Unhinged podcast, he always said that a lot. That the Army gave him a lot of it was like the only time in his life he had structure, basically. And I mean, it was weird because like he didn't really have like a good outlook on the military, like politically or as a whole, but like that experience for him was just like, he'd always talked about it, like, that was
me either though. I ain't like politically as a whole. Like, I know like war itself is just a money maker.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only purpose of it.
It's a cash grab.
Supposedly, this is what at the time when I was enlisted, it costed $86,000 per soldier just to go through basic training. So imagine how many soldiers in a year,
That's
like,
crazy.
It's fucking cash flow and then everything else on top of it.
You want to look that? I'm curious if that number's changed since you've been there. What the cost of a soldier is
To go through basic training. Yeah. It's like the ammo and
You hit the microphone on accident.
Yeah, we don't want to.
There we go.
Should we just do like
55
it dropped a little bit. It made it a little more affordable.
Hey.
55 to 74K.
No, it's actually a lot more affordable.
I mean, looking at those numbers, that's a lot of money to me.
It might that I might be wrong, but I promise where I went, it was that was
Cost
a number.
range.
General
Factor.
cost, the basic training is roughly 100 to 150,000.
The Army estimates that trainees who fail to complete training cost $50 million or more each year.
Ooh,
failed recruits.
Oh.
jeez. Yeah, great use of tax dollars right there.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about what's happening like in Israel and
Oh, dude,
and all that?
it's real tragic to see, actually, and it's like
I'm not gonna lie, I don't keep up on a whole
I don't keep up
lot.
on it a whole lot, but obviously
Just
it's hard to
because
avoid
like
seeing
if I
stuff,
don't dig
sure.
into it, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And
Sure,
there's
sure,
a lot
sure.
of stuff I do. Like, I work and I'm still learning my new job, and that's what I've been kind of digging into. lately.
Hey, that's totally fair, man. Like
Yeah.
I've always been somebody that's been like politically involved and inclined. I think part of
Yeah.
that's just my childhood. Like, my father was a prosecutor, and like my mother would just
really?
talk politics all the time. He's a judge now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not fat. I promise.
no, you're good. You're all good. So he's a judicial judge? Like,
Yep.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I had a friend growing up whose dad was like a real estate judge, so he just like messed with like a lot of like foreclosures and like.
He got to just stay in a specific thing. Like
yeah,
just do real.
kind of do real estate the whole
Interesting.
time. Yeah, and it was. I mean, he made.
Was that in Iowa?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he made stupid money, dude.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my dad. He gets like rotations. Like I know for a while he's doing like divorce court or like
Oh, really?
child stuff, and I think he moved on to something a little easier. But
When I was friends with that dude, I'm not even gonna say his name because I'm not friends with him anymore. But when I was friends with him, his dad was well older than him. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
he because he adopted my friend from Russia,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, because like he didn't have like I don't know if he wasn't able to have kids or whatever, but yeah, like he was like in his 60s when I knew him. So like I think he was just kind of like settled in whatever he wanted to do as a judge. You know what I mean? Kind of just stayed there.
Damn, that's yeah. No, I mean it's definitely lucrative.
Oh yeah,
being in that
for
position.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have loved to be like an attorney. I'm great at arguing.
Hey, this dude can sell anything too. I mean, he can probably fucking sell you a pile of shit. I mean, I'm serious. Like,
depends on what's in it. If there's some corn in there, I might be able to get it.
Yeah. He'll snag you on the corn.
You know, I just got done watching Better Call Saul.
Oh, I love that show.
Oh, hell of a show.
Yeah, it's a good one.
But you know, like because my mother was also a lawyer, so like,
oh, that's awesome.
I don't know about that, but it was an interesting childhood for sure. But
double attorneys though, that's pretty cool though. You know what I mean? Like your dad and your mom both attorneys.
He's over here thinking of like some TV show or something's about to happen. Like, dum dum dum
dum dum dum dum dum.
You know, you know the comedian John Mulaney.
Yeah.
He I don't know if you've heard any of his stuff, but
a little bit of it.
Both of his parents were lawyers too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he has a bunch of bits about like how like he would he would like say he brushed his teeth, and then his dad would come to his room and be like, "You brushed your teeth. So you're saying that you brushed your teeth.
Argue the
evidence
case.
A. Look at this toothbrush. I mean, that was like my childhood. That was like he couldn't fucking.
I've actually,
get away with anything.
I couldn't get
I've
anything
seen videos, and tell me why I've seen these videos, and I've actually watched them. It was on Facebook, I believe, or something, and it was a dad, and it was like his son his dad's a lawyer, and his son comes up to him giving a case why he should give this gift. And it was like, man, his son was pretty close, but he slipped on a few things, and he like would try to like kind of correct his terminology to what he's supposed to say, but it was like crazy. I'm like, man, this kid's gonna be good when he gets older. Because he was going off. I'm like,
yeah. I always thought if I became a lawyer, I would be a defense lawyer.
Did you ever have aspirations to do that?
No. I mean, I think the experience of living with my parents just like completely fucking. I was like, no, there's no way in hell I'm doing that. No, I think when I first got out, I was really into like music. I was in band and orchestra and stuff like that. So I wanted to be a music teacher.
Oh, that's cool.
At first, and then I realized, I don't want to teach third graders how to record.
No, using recorders.
Yeah,
in a recorder class. It's funny, dude.
I come in with a hangover, like, recorder day, fuck.
I did band a little bit.
I swear, my mom.
Until 6th grade.
My mom has like nightmares about recorders, dude. Because I was in my room.
6th or 7th grade.
Like she tells me about it often. Like she's like, dude, those recorders sucked.
I did trumpet and baritone.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I played the tuba for a couple of years.
Well, baritone and then the trumpet.
I've never been instrumentally inclined or anything like that.
I was way better at the trumpet than I was the fucking baritone.
Yeah, I'm good at talking.
It sounded better.
You seem like a trumpet type of guy.
Yeah,
he does too. He does.
I got that soul in me.
Yeah, right. I can see you just.
Oh man,
hit a sick riff on the trump.
Oh, dude, watch out, brother.
For sure. I do want to ask you guys. I didn't really know how to like segue into this, but I think addressing the elephant in the room. Obviously, you are one half of Cellar Boiz.
Yes, sir.
I know recently your group went through a tragedy where was Scooty Woop.
Yes, sir.
Scooty Woop took his own life, and I don't know. I guess I just wanted to ask you. I'm sure a lot of people are kind of wondering, both how you're doing with that and like what. I mean, I don't want to pressure you. I don't want only do what you're comfortable with, right? But like, yeah. I get people are probably curious about what it's been like since then. Maybe what the outlook of your music is like since then. Like I don't know. Like I'm just curious about it.
To be real, it's been one of the hardest times in my life.
I'm sure.
I will say. I feel like I've learned there's more an importance to what we were doing than I actually felt in the moment when we had things going on, even though we had a lot of things going on. It's it's more than it was before to me. It's more or less not just for me and for us. It's for him, me, and us. Other things being said, like with the Ellar Boiz name itself, I've been trying to kind of wrap my head around it because there's no replacement. There will never be a replacement. I'm trying to grow it in a way. We're trying to figure out. There's no for sure answers, but like a page more or less, or a platform possibly to go to for other artists to post. We can highlight other local artists or local anybody just trying to get a new like view at their music. Anybody that wants to post something that, you know, like maybe they haven't seen, you know, these people haven't seen our music. We're going to highlight this person, you know. Pretty much anybody can go there, or I guess anybody can hit us up or me up, and we can give them an opportunity for us to highlight their music on. We're not necessarily I'm not necessarily saying building a label by no means, but I'm just trying to keep the name itself going.
Sure. So like almost like a community type of thing. That's really cool, actually. Yeah.
Just pretty much, we're always going to keep what it was composed of. Like, that's always going to be the demographic. That's what you're going to read. First thing that's pop up, you know, this is where it was made by. You know, if you look us up on Facebook, it kind of gives you an idea that who we were, you know, how we were made, the idea of us, the gist of us, and then I got to build a little more after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, how long ago did this happen again?
It was
October.
Yeah, October last year.
I think it was October 17th, wasn't it?
Okay.
I don't know the exact date. I couldn't tell you. It's a blur to me because it was all so sad, you know.
Yeah.
And it was like really, really hard to deal with, and so like I try to block a lot of shit out of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
there's still like, as much as we've like, there's been moments where we've done events and, you know, like tributes and stuff like that. I personally feel like I hold a lot of stuff back, and it's not necessarily negative, but it's like, it's just
traumatic stuff.
Yeah. It's just tough, you know what I mean?
And obviously, like, I mean, I miss him to death. Like, he was not only was he one of his best friends or best friend, like he was one of my best friends. And, you know, it's like
we were all three living together at one point.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Like, I mean, he helped me through a lot of my mental stuff, you know, and like when I was down, he helped bring me up. And
he cared about himself more than anybody.
Or he cared about everybody
or
else.
Everybody more than himself.
Yeah,
Sorry,
100%. No, yeah, 100%. And like, I wish he would have cared about himself a little bit more.
You know, I think I personally have been lucky where I haven't had a friend or a close person commit suicide. I've lost people to death, but like that specifically. But I think that's actually like a really common trend. Like if you think of somebody like Robin Williams.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I feel like a lot of the people who end up suffering from mental health issues the most, or whatever that was,
or the most
like
giving people.
Yes. Exactly. That's really.
I'm not trying to like interrupt, but
no, go for it. Go for it.
I just want to like give another like a little quick, just because it's not. We dealt with a little more than just that. Like, it was a very tough like past year.
Oh yeah, it was.
Itself. We lost another buddy.
Oh.
He actually performed with at the Ritz show with us. That it was when was it, April or May or fuck.
It was before April.
The beginning of the year.
It was like March or February.
Yeah. He did. We just made a song. It was called Booty Doo.
No, I actually listened to that today.
It was the last song we released.
That,
like, besides Victory Lane, like the last
besides
songs
Victory Lane, that was the last
release.
Yeah,
like it was me, Scooty, and Sonny, and we performed that, and it wasn't, but
So
weeks
the
later,
feature. So sorry, the featuring artist that passed away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Smo Young is
Yeah.
his name. Sonny Fife.
Oh, that's too
he
bad.
ended up
Don't do
passing
Xanax,
away.
kids.
Don't take fake drugs
That stuff.
either. Like in general, even if you think you are gonna take something, don't take it because it's probably fucking fake.
Dude, so much of that street, like I've never been a coke guy, but like, I
Dude.
especially would not try it in this day and age.
That shit stepped on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good. Like nothing that you don't get from a dispensary or nothing that isn't from a dispensary is good for you. You know what I mean? Like nothing. Like alcohol sucks too. Like this is probably the second beer I've had in a month. Like
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's just, I don't drink. Like I try my hardest to like not do a lot of shit.
That's awesome.
But I mean, I have slip ups. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
I was going through some shit recently, but I'm out of it. So it's like I'm cool. But
I don't drink. I mean, I used to drink when, I'm not gonna lie, when it was me and Scooty and just me and Scooty. Honestly, I quit drinking a lot because after Scooty, like there for a period, probably a couple months, I was probably actually a little heavier. But after that, I don't drink no more. Like, yes, I'm drinking on the weekday right now, but I actually don't be drinking on the weekdays though.
That's good.
Yeah, you got shit to do tomorrow.
Today I am, and I'm off
Sure.
tomorrow. So,
oh, that's good. Then.
but
So it's
that don't
basically
matter.
the weekend.
Yeah, but I honestly don't be drinking on weekdays anymore. Like, you know, my girl has actually helped me a lot, like
That's
with
awesome.
the sobering up. You know what I mean? Just because, like, she'd be like, "Don't be an alcoholic." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're probably right." So that's where I go with it. You know what I mean? I'm just not gonna, even though like. She's not really calling me an alcoholic. She's just being like, you know, if you ain't doing anything, you don't need a drink. And I'm like, that makes sense.
There are levels to it.
Yeah.
I mean, and everybody deserves to have a friendly reminder to like take a step back. You know what I mean? Like
I was
Yes.
drinking just to drink, and there's no reason just to drink. You know what I mean? Like if you just drinking to drink, just like for nothing behind you ain't doing nothing. You just sitting at home. Like there's no reason. I feel like.
I agree, man. I haven't myself drinking in about 2.5 years.
oh, really? Good for
Yeah.
you, dude. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
But you know, I feel like I didn't really have like a problem with it.
No, yeah.
It just like
The feeling wasn't appealing, really, or
yeah. Well, I found at the beginning of that year I did dry January. I decided to take a month from all substances.
Yeah.
And then I like halfway through that I actually realized that I actually feel like
Good.
I actually don't feel as anxious. Like I went to a show, a show, and like usually I have a terrible time at shows, but like, you know, I just took like a couple CBD gummies. I was like actually having like a pretty decent time.
yeah,
Like
no, absolutely.
and yeah, you know, I think the further I went along with sobriety, like the less appealing alcohol became. Like
for sure.
I realized that I was just drinking because I was in a social situation.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
That was like
all I
90% of the reason I drank.
Yeah.
Because
Me too.
I'm at families or friends or whatever. They're all getting
Yep.
beer. I'm not gonna knock it a beer, right? You know?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Um,
Oh, go ahead.
no, but I mean, yeah. So I think, and you know, that's why like I think alcohol is like just one of the worst drugs, like period, because
100%.
of how socially acceptable it is.
100%.
I literally I cleaned for work. I would go clean places, and I'm like. At a workplace, I'm like finding beer bottles
like
and
vodka pints and stuff. Like,
yeah, it's like Jesus. I remember one time I worked at a bar, and this guy would come in at the noon hour, and he would call ahead of time, and be like, "Hey, give me a double vodka on the rocks." And then like he would come in, the bartender would report for him. He would slam like the $5 barrel, whatever, chug it, slam the drink down, walk right out the door, and that was like, you knew it. Like, hey, this guy's. He's getting through his day. He's getting the shakes. He needs that little fix, you know.
I remember just being a kid. Like, my dad was a real bad alcoholic, and, but like I remember, like, you know, those like in kitchens there'll be like a sink and it's like double bays, and like there's a divider and it's like there's two sink things right there or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He would fill them both up with fucking alcohol or like empty beer cans in one night, and I remember looking at him and being like, I
Jesus.
never want to be that.
Damn. Yeah.
Like,
Fuck that.
Yeah, there's plenty of alcohol. I mean, I personally never experienced like any crazy alcoholism to that level in my family, but like it was almost worse in a way. It was like socially acceptable alcoholism. Like, you know, like they like, I would still see family members like get fucked up and you know, but like everybody was kind of just like, oh, that was kind of just the thing, right? Like that would like there's certain environments where you grow up in where it's like just everybody's drinking. It's just like a
Yeah.
normal thing for people to have a beer, and then you like meet other people. It's like, my parents never drank. I'm like, what?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's even tough for me to be around my mom sometimes. Every time I'm around her, it seems like she's trying to get me drunk.
Really?
Like,
I went from the only thing is like my parents have always kind of been drinkers, but they went from being like when I was a child, like I'd catch them fucking wrestling with each other. That's how fucking drunk they were. To now they just are drunk. Like they don't even get like they do get drunk, but the only time you catch them getting drunk is at parties or something. Like, and they ain't even drunk there. It's in their own household. And my mom just good. I love my mom to death. Like, shout out to my mom. I love her.
Love you, Chrissy.
Yeah, shout out Cellar Boy's mom, Lil Heartbreak Kid. But she just gets a little like like a hook lip. You know what I mean? Like,
hook lip.
yeah, I love her though. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
And,
she's the
you know,
greatest.
my dad's just my dad. You know what I mean? It's not the same. When I was like this tall, when they would drink, it would be a WWE in the fucking that living room, or you'd see the fucking bookshelves going over and fucking the TV fucking going over there and the fucking couch moving all the way across the room. Like, oh damn, shit's going on. They love each other though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
That's what it's like. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And they married now.
People make it work, dude.
Yeah.
People like sometimes people make it work, other times
been
people
fuck.
don't. You know what I mean? And then most
Since
of
I
the
was
time
4
they don't.
years old, they've been together.
Wow.
I mean,
Now I'm 30. I'm 30.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some people, they're on the same wavelength,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I think it's like similar to me. My fiance, like she doesn't. She drinks like maybe 2, 3, 4 times a year, like not at all. And
That's
I
nothing,
feel like
yeah.
her. I feel like being with her was also kind of an inspiration for me in a way to be like, oh hey, like she was like one of the first people that like I knew that like didn't have something, right, whether it was a
Right.
drink or a cigarette or a joint. Like
Yeah.
she just didn't have that. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow, people actually can live this way.
My grandma used to be the biggest smoker.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
cigarettes.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
She used to be.
Get it, Mary?
La, da, 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 da. Yeah,
Get it?
Yeah, it was like I think probably roughly around this like 8-10 years ago. Probably maybe
then how the
maybe a
fuck
little
did I miss
longer.
that?
Maybe a little longer than that.
How did I miss that?
It was in the apartment, so I think
Oh,
that one of the
shit,
last
yeah.
times.
That's a while ago.
But yeah, I found that out, and I'm like, man,
That's awesome.
Grandma. Like,
Can't hate on that.
She had some shit. Like, I guess she got. I'm not trying to. Like, this is all been done and past. People dealt their time. It's all good. My uncle brought some like heavy weight there one time.
Oh, dude, I was tripping.
My grandma's,
I
her
was tripping
mom,
out,
my
dude.
grandma, his mom, like left it there and told her like, you can keep a quarter pound of this. He just then ended up getting busted, and she did some
Yeah,
time.
there's like 8. There's
Not
like
crazy time. I think she only had to do a little.
There's like
just because-
DEA and U.S. Marshals.
No, that one's a different situation.
Oh.
Shit, that was like years ago. This was like, this was only like, yeah. Actually, this was like 8 years ago.
I don't know how long that other one was, but
The other one's probably like 16 years ago. I'm guessing.
dude, I was freaking out.
My
bro.
times, yeah, because I'm getting
changed
older,
a lot
yes,
since
yeah.
then. Yeah, I've changed.
But yeah, there's that whole thing. I was in the military, yeah, and
Damn.
yeah.
that happened, and nothing happened.
How much was at the house?
With me,
Or, well,
at
like-
my grandma's.
Yeah, with that situation where she had the QP, how much was there?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, with her,
Yeah.
I think it was like only 1 or 2.
Pounds. Okay.
Yeah, and then the time with mine, it was about the same. When they showed up the door at her place when I was there, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I was there too. I was on
It was
probation. I was on probation. I
ran out. I told him I was like, I'm looking at the second floor window and I'm seeing with people. I'm like, bro,
I was like, I
this
see a
is
badge
not
on this
right.
dude's hip.
I'm like, you need to go, bro. You need to go.
Yeah, we were like, I see a shiny gold thing on this guy's hip.
Because I was like, you just got out of jail. This right when I got out of basic and like
I just got out of jail. Yeah.
Oh no, God, that's always the way. Because I've heard just like there was this guy rapping.
It wasn't even for us.
No.
It was for for somebody that I knew.
Well, and that's always the worst part of it, right? Like, there's this rapper we had years ago come through, and he talked about how like he did like a 10 to 15 year stint.
Oh shit!
Because like I think they had coke and other stuff, but like it was literally just wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, no, that's kind of how it is. A lot of the time, you know what I mean? And that's kind of
I don't dabble like that.
I know I'm good on all that.
I'll just get what I like.
I'll just smoke my blunt in the corner and hang out.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you got something cool? You want to make me feel good? Let me get it. I'm out. Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking to take anything from you, but like I know you personally, you my homie. Like I honestly don't like to keep anything on me. I'm rather like
hell no.
Yeah, that's smart, man.
I don't even drive with nothing on me, dude. Like,
dude, that's the stupidest thing is to drive with it.
Yeah.
In your house,
that's
warrant.
Different.
In your car,
I mean, obviously you got to go get it. You got to go
I'm
get
throwing
it.
that shit.
Sure.
I throw that shit out.
But like minimum.
Yeah,
minimum.
Like if I'm gonna go get something, it's not gonna be something that I can't like swallow or something, or like hide easily.
Dude, I know people like in their late 20s, early 30s that like they still smoke in their car all the time.
Only time
you're gonna
wild.
You're gonna get fucked.
Wild. I don't want my car smelling like that.
You ever been to jail?
Like that.
No, I've been lucky.
I've only been to jail one time, and I actually was only in jail for like a couple hours, and it wasn't even here.
Your parents
it was
flip,
in it was in Cedar Rapids, or they were gonna flip out on the people that put you in jail. It was one or the other.
Your dad prosecutes you.
Oh, dude, no. I grew up with my dad telling me like I have no problem prosecuting you and putting you in jail for doing something wrong.
That's scary.
He was like that. I'm serious. He was like that.
He's like
about the law.
He's like, as a matter of fact, I'll
scary.
get paid to do it.
Yeah.
But hey, how happy would you be though if you were in the right to like clown somebody?
The what?
Oh, wait,
right to clown someone?
No, you were in the right. So he's a prosecutor though. So
yeah.
Okay, so never mind. You need a defense attorney.
He probably would have been a little salty about it.
Or
damn, I couldn't even convict my own
get
son.
you and he can't put you away. That's what I meant to say. Sorry.
That's so funny. Actually.
That's my bad. I don't want to look like an idiot here, but
Fuck. My own kid outsmarted. He represented himself too, and he fucking did it.
no, I look like a dummy right there. My bad.
No, you're all good, brother. I got what you were trying to say.
Well, fellas, we're over the hour point actually already, so we should probably wrap this up.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you guys want to announce? I know do you have any projects coming out? Do you have projects coming out?
I got some songs coming up, but
we got a song in the works too.
Yeah, we got a song in the works. I got a song with Christ's Child coming out, I believe. So I think it's called like They Told Me, but let's see
pull
here.
up that.
I'm trying to.
We got a couple of shows.
Sign for the S.
Yeah. We got a show coming up in May.
Is that something you got to tell everybody? Like, hey, it's a $sign.
We got a show coming up in
right there,
a show like / podcast, I guess, in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
So
you're on a little tour here, huh?
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It was kind of getting crazy here with the podcast the last like 2 months.
Nice.
It was like it's like an anniversary podcast show, but it's in Omaha. That's I think it's called like Short Bus Long Thoughts, I think.
Oh, never heard of it.
I think it's called.
I didn't know Big Ray West was on that lineup. I can shout out Ray West.
Yeah. We're on his, I guess, newest coming up album.
Oh, cool.
I haven't got a lot of details. I just heard on a live video that he was doing. And that has Scooty Woop in it.
Yep.
Oh,
so
nice.
That would be really cool to.
Yeah, to kind of relive that a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a while since we did that. I have a few songs that have not been released by us, but I'm still trying to figure out some things with the beats and stuff like that. And if I have to, try to purchase or have new beats made for them, I can do that and just kind of have because everything was recorded at Carousel, and I believe our vocals, are saved. So
okay, good. Yeah, that's gotta be valuable, really valuable to you to like still kind of have that in the vault, and like the audience is obviously gonna, I'm sure, love that.
Yeah,
when that comes out.
It's nice too because I used to do a lot of the videography for them for
Oh,
their
nice.
shows.
Hell
and
yeah.
stuff. And that's kind of where it all kind of started with me being involved with them, and it's nice. I have a lot of footage of them performing together, and I got to look back on that a lot. And I do that sometimes when I'm just chilling by myself, just look at that, all their performances and stuff, and just kind of remember. You know what I mean?
We've
Hell
been
yeah.
a little dormant lately, but
Yeah.
I'll be back on here shortly.
Yeah, I mean, that's understandable, man.
It's not. I mean, I just got back to work lately, but we about to be popping off on the so
Hell yeah.
I'll be getting lit back again.
I love to hear it. New chapter. One more thing before we wrap up. What are your socials? Where can people find you on the internets? And we'll put it in the description.
I guess
You for now.
I guess just on Facebook, I'm Tyler Jonathan. I mean, I'm all over the place on Facebook. You'll find me. Like, if you ever interact with his
I
page,
told him
I'm
make
there.
a page.
Yeah, if you ever interact with the Cellar Boys page or his page, personal page,
He
I'm
gonna be
definitely-
making.
I'm
a
definitely
page.
on there. Yeah, I'll make a page soon. I'm trying to get back in there.
Sure.
Other than that, I mean, I got Xbox. You guys want to?
Hell yeah. No, just catch me at Cellar Boys $ELLARBOIZ. That's Cellar Boys, and then my solo artist name I'm gonna be going off of is Lil Heartbreak Kid, and that is pretty confusing, but it's Little Heartbreak Kid. Yeah, you know what's crazy is my first name is Shawn Michael.
Oh, no shit.
That's why I'm like, I give him the sweet chin music, you know what I'm saying? My name is Shawn Michael Del Barlow. It's like crazy, you know what I mean? I'm like over here, I'm like, what? Like, why do I not go by that?
Did your mom
You
do
know
that
what I
on
mean?
purpose?
No,
No?
I don't know. It was
Your mom's
because-
just Shawn Michaels. She's over there doing deep
I think it was because
Generation X
my
shit.
great grandpa showed up and someone else showed up and they're like, they gotta have this and they gotta have that, and they just made it like they combined it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have that.
It all just
So,
fell into
yeah.
place.
On my license, it's Shawn Michael Dale Barlow. So
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Well,
two
hey,
first names.
thanks for coming through, guys.
Absolutely, bro.
was
Thanks
a
for having
pleasure.
me.
Thanks for having us.
Ooh. We got episodes coming out. I'll probably do a couple solo things. We got Obs, our artist Obs. If you guys have ever heard of him, he has a new poetry book that just dropped. We're gonna have him on in a couple weeks. Otherwise, if y'all want to hear me talk my
Okay.
political bullshit, I'm always on the waves.
Yeah, dude.
For
So
sure.
I'll definitely check it out. I mean, I try not to be super political, but I'm actually kind of like into that stuff. So I don't know.
Like to listen.
Yeah, I watch a lot of stuff. Like
start with some of the guest episodes. That's why. I'd
Okay.
recommend.
Okay. Yeah,
You don't want
it safe.
You don't want to dive straight into anarchism.
Yeah.
All right.
That's funny.
Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
Like,